let's talk about that classic chess study. Yep, the one your math teacher or psychology teacher might have mentioned back in high school. So, back in the day, psychologists wanted to figure out how chess grandmasters can scan a board and seemingly remember every piece's position effortlessly. They did an experiment. They showed chess players a board position for just 5 seconds. Then they took it away and asked them to reconstruct the pieces from memory. I bet it doesn't surprise you that grandmasters could do it nearly perfectly. Sounds like a superpower, right? But here's the kicker. That was only true if the pieces were arranged in a real game scenario, like a logical position that could actually happen in chess. When the researchers randomly scattered the pieces in ways that could never occur in a real game, the master's advantage vanished. They struggled almost as much as novices to remember the random positions. So, what does that experiment tell us? The chess masters didn't have photographic memory or giant brain shelves. What they had was tons of familiar patterns in their head. In real game positions, they weren't remembering 25 individual pieces. They were seeing meaningful groups of pieces or chunks of the board that they'd seen 1,000 times before. Maybe a certain pawn structure or a kingside castle formation to them, that cluster of pieces is one pattern, not 8 separate pieces. That's why they could recall it so well. But when nothing made sense, aka random pieces everywhere, they had no ready-made pattern to lean on, and their memory was as limited as everyone's. In fact, the researchers concluded the masters have ordinary memory limits, but they encode information into larger chunks, thanks to their training. Cool, right? Now let's bring it back to Clash Royale.
Full video on YouTube channel.